And hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Kidder's Comedy Corner. Just real quick, I want to introduce everyone. If you don't know them, that's my job, to bring them into the show. All right, real quick. So we have, this is another episode of Kidder's Comedy Corner where three comedians and myself attempt to make our audience cry from laughter, of course. Let's hear it for our guest tonight. We have Sam Bear. She's a comedian and producer of Bear Cave Comedy. She's been performing improv and stand-up comedy for over a decade and is a contributing journalist for The Syndrome magazine. Our next guest is an LA-based comedian. You may have seen him performing at different comedy clubs and colleges nationwide. Welcome, Ali Malik. We also, one second, guys, just real quick. All right, we also have the very funny Ethan Howard, who was voted most likely to be divorced in his senior year of high school, which I believe was this year. He can also be seen on Saturday Night Live, hopefully, one day. And guys, I'm your host, Chris Kidder. My last name says it all. Please make sure you support the channel by subscribing, hitting the bell, and sharing our videos and live feeds. If you love the show, consider donating via Venmo at Chris Kidder Comedy. And everyone, let's just have a good old time. Hold on, let me get rid of this image here. Let's fade in, show everyone here. What's up, everyone? Hello, hello. Yeah, so great. I'm glad you guys are all here. I'm glad you guys could all make it. No technical difficulties this year. So we have Ethan Howard. Thank you so much for being here, brother. I've done a lot of shows with you already. He's the youngest comedian I've ever personally met. He's been doing it for almost 4 years more than I have, and he's only 18. We have Sam Bear, who I had the pleasure of seeing at a show up in Santa Barbara a few months prior to the whole quarantine. And then we have Ali Malik, who works the whole LA scene. He's a very funny dude. And I've seen him a lot. He's over at the Ha Ha Club a lot. So welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, absolutely. You guys having a great night? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm asking you. I want to know if there's any echoes or anything too. So a lot of times we have technical difficulties. So for example, is your mic on?
Mic check.
Exactly. There you are.
Mic
See?
check.
There you go.
There it is. There we go. We have our guest. Thank you, guys. All right. Awesome. So just so you guys know, I know, Ethan, you were on the very first episode, which was 10 weeks ago. Thank you for coming back. Everyone that was on that first episode, I want to have them back because that was chaos. I had 9 guests, and it was chaos. And I'm glad you made it, Sam. I'm glad you made it, Ollie. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't been with us before and you're just tuning in for your first time, so what we do is we like to have a lot of fun asking some serious questions, and then also we like to intermix a lot of trivia. Tonight's theme is comedy movie trivia. I've made it a little more difficult because we're comedians, and I feel like this is a genre we should all know. So I went for the more difficult questions. So let's see how that all goes. If you are here for your first time, or if you're a returning guest, remember to subscribe to the channel and also jump on the live chat. If you have questions for any of the guests, make sure you do that. If you want to heckle them, this is a safe place to heckle them. Don't do it while they're on stage. And just talk a lot of trash. And make sure you're answering the trivia questions and try to beat everyone else to the live chat with that. So thank you very much. And guys, to my guests, do you have any questions being on my show?
None over here.
Seems pretty simple, right? We're just going to have some fun questions. We're going to have some trivia questions. Oh, one thing I'd like to clarify with the trivia. We've attempted different things. So I was suggested to do a bell. I don't have a bell, so I was going in the microphone before someone shouted out the answer. That did work. So what we're going to do is you have to use your name as your bell. So if you know the answer to the question, do not shout it out. Shout out your name. The first person that I hear to say their name gets to attempt to answer the question correctly. If you answer it incorrectly, then I'm going to let one of the other two try to answer the question. At the end of the night, we're going to tally up the score, and whoever wins gets bragging rights. One day, I might give you gift cards or something, or maybe have the returning champions come back and do another round. But for right now, you just get to be the winner for the week. All right?
It feels like the poor man's Jeopardy.
It is. It is. I mean...
Yeah, great.
Okay, I was thinking of like a really dark joke there, but I'm not gonna go there. We'll leave.
You don't need to be racist, okay?
No, I was just thinking of like Trebek. Like I'm gonna leave him alone. You know what I mean? Poor Trebek. Okay, so we're gonna start with our first serious question, and of course, ladies first. Sam, describe your childhood in 30 seconds or less.
Go. So I was born in a little town called Santa Barbara. I have a wonderful family. My parents are still married to each other. Isn't that amazing? And then 4 years later, they said, hey, you were great. Let's give you a sibling. So I had a brother, but he was a twin, but the twin died, but that's okay. We're going to move past that. Then we had a cat. The cat died too. I don't know what's happening. Then we had a couple of fish. All the fish died. Then all of a sudden I'm in high school. Yeah, time flies. Then I go into college in San Diego State. Then I was like, this was fun. So then I moved to Kentucky where I go to graduate school. But before I went to Kentucky, I lived in Spain. I lived in Israel. Then after all that, I decided to come back to California where I decided to pursue my position as an alcohol and drug rehabilitation specialist. I know, isn't that funny? That's a real job as a comedian as well. And I produce my own comedy show. And now I have a dog and a cat and a fish, and they're all alive. So is my brother, mom, and dad, and they're still married to each other. It's amazing.
Holy shit. Congratulations on being the fastest talker I've ever had on this show. Wow, guys. That's fantastic, and that's very quick. And and I'm glad this is all being recorded so I can go back and listen to that, but I'm probably going to slow it down to like 20%. Wow, Sam. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna go question, trivia, question, trivia, question, trivia. Got it?
Got it.
Cool. All right, so question number 1. Remember, your name is your buzzard. Comedy themed. What does Dr. Evil name his clone?
Ethan.
Ethan.
It is Mini-Me.
Correct, sir.
Do I have to answer in the form of a question, or is this?
No.
Are we...
No, this is not Jeopardy.
This is a poor man's Jeopardy. There's no real question.
Answer the question in a riddle form. Yeah, I don't know.
You should also put numbers on them so we know which ones are the harder questions, which one's the easier one.
These are good suggestions, Ollie. Again, like I'm evolving each week, brother.
My bad.
I feel like that's the man slogan. Like, I'm evolving each week.
Each week or daily. Jesus. All right. So let's go back to you, Ollie. Describe your childhood, 30 seconds or less, bro.
I grew up in Chino Hills, California, suburb. I was actually born in London because healthcare is free there. My mom's a British citizen, so why not? And both my parents very religious, Pakistani, first generation. They're the first to move here. I have one younger sister. Pretty good life, dude. Both my parents are still together. Everything was pretty comfortable. Didn't have too much hardship. Now my friends make fun of me for that. But it's fine, dude.
So you would be like Chris D'Elia, who got his last special. He's like, oh, I had a good childhood. I don't, everyone rips on me because my comedy's not derived from pain. And I agree.
I mean, I got hit sometimes, but who didn't? Well, wow, I got a little bit every now and then.
With a slipper.
Yep.
Good.
We do the same. Hispanics, Pakistani do things exactly the same, dude.
Yeah, Ali, I'm right there with you. I'm like, yeah, like that's parenting.
That's normal, dude. We're both brown. We're exactly the same.
Real quick. Everyone, thanks for joining in to the live chat. I see Sarah's like, poor man's Jeopardy. That's funny. Free Spur says, Jesus. Amy says, wow. And Sarah says, let her keep going until she passes out. I am sure all three of them are talking about you, Sam. It was so fast. Awesome. Second trivia question, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I won't ask you if you're ready every time. I'm just asking if you're ready. All right. In the 1978 movie Animal House, What's Mrs. Wormer's first name? Dun, 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 dun.
Can I phone a friend here?
No, hell no, dude.
Look, Ollie's already looking it up.
No,
We're
not at all.
looking it
Can you
up.
repeat the question? Actually, I was reading the comments.
Oh, just so you know, the comments are
My
on a-
ADD kicked in,
Oh,
dude.
just so you know, you can't go to the comments for answers because there's a 30-second delay. So,
Okay.
so yeah, don't think it's gonna be there right away.
Oh, man, this
yeah.
is-
So the question, 1978 movie Animal House. What was Mrs. Wormer's first name? And no cheating. If you don't know, it's okay.
I have
Points
no
go to the
clue.
house.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
That
Karen?
movie,
Karen? That's a good guess for a comedian. No.
that
All right.
movie was made 30 years before I was born. So
Probably,
I'm like,
probably. It was born the year before I was born.
Oh,
I'm not that old.
Somebody-
Shut up, dude.
Oh, Samantha Marion.
The answer is Marion.
whoa! She Googled it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
I did.
Google
I
it.
cheated.
Yeah.
I 100% did. Yep.
Name one other character in that movie.
John
Yeah.
Belushi.
The animals.
John Belushi.
Hey, but she's using her resources, dude. Did it come out in 1978 or
Listen,
1979?
I'm the only woman on this trivia show, and you think that I'm like not gonna cheat? Like I'm just trying to level the playing field. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Of course. Give me my point. And I'm not gonna apologize either. Like
Awesome. She's not getting a point. Look, you got like 10 seconds to answer the question, and then we're moving on. But good,
feel like
good
there's
Google
a
skills.
half
Good
point.
Google skills. Good Google skills. All right, Ethan,
Yes.
describe your childhood. 30 seconds or less, brother.
Okay, born in 2002 into a pretty solid family, very Jewish. Then there was a divorce. Now there's therapy. There was underage drinking. Then there was more therapy. Now there's comedy, which is still more underage drinking. And then I'm moving to New York next month.
Which will
Nice.
obviously
dude.
be a lot more
Nice.
underage drinking.
Yes, yes.
it's a great time to be moving to New York right now.
Oh yeah, you know, my buddy Andy Cuomo is like, come over. We're healthy. We're good. We'll have, just have a few shots you'll need to get, and then we'll be good to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Freaking
you're not gonna have to pay
dude.
rent for a while, so that's a plus.
Yeah, I'm going to college there too, so that'll be a fun time.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna come out and visit you, bro. I am.
Do it, man.
Because
I'll-
I haven't. I love New York. I haven't been there in a long time, and I'll be like, oh, I have a familiar face. I can buy you alcohol. You'll be underage. Yeah, it'll be fun.
We'll get you up somewhere. We'll get you up at a club.
Awesome. All right. Next trivia question. What movie is the line, "Are you a pothead fucker" from?
Ethan,
Oh, Samantha.
Ethan, go.
Meet the Fockers.
Wrong. What do you think it is?
Can I guess?
Sam?
Meet
Oh,
the
she's-
parents.
she's-
It's Meet the Parents, correct.
Yeah.
Ah, good job.
No googling.
No Google. Good
Yeah,
job.
that was good. I
Yeah,
could
that-
tell.
Some of these are really hard, and some of these are going to be really easy. So I mixed it up. All right. Next question. This question will start with you, Ollie. Who's your favorite comedian currently, and why?
I like I grew up listening to Russell Peters a lot, so that's a classic one for me. And same with Dave Chappelle. I like Chris D'Elia out of the new comics right now. I think he's amazing too.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Burr is fun to listen to. Everyone's great, It depends on what
That's a
my
hard
mood is.
question,
Time. They're
dude.
all so different. The genres are so different.
That's a hard
if
question.
I want, silly. Yeah.
I mean, but that's where it's
And then I
like,
like
that's the point of the question.
because what he's done for my community of people and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Cool, dude. There's no wrong answer here.
George Lopez, dude. George Lopez is great too.
Lopez is a killer, man. That new
All
hour,
those classic guys, dude.
that new hour is gonna be tight.
Yeah, I know, dude.
All right. What type of music is on the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" soundtrack?
Samantha Behrman.
Go, Sam.
Bluegrass.
Do you have another name for it? More general?
White trash country.
There you go. I'll take White Trash Country for $10, Trebek. The answer was country. Bluegrass is very specific country. White trash, even more specific country. I like that answer. We'll go with that. You get a point.
He would have said Steve Martin bluegrass, which you've got double points.
Awesome.
I like that now I have the support of the two people I'm playing trivia against. They're like, let's give her the points. Yeah, like help her win. That was my plan all along.
It seems like everybody in the comments wants you to win too. So
yeah, great.
Just
We're
try to
stuck
get
in
on
the
their
gutter
good
over
side.
here.
Yeah, we do. All right. Great job, Sam Bear. Yes, girl.
They love you, dude. You got a whole fan base applauding you right now.
Thank you all so much. Be sure to follow me, Sam Bear Comedy.
Sam Bear
Shameless
Comedy.
plug.
Nah, never a shameless plug.
It's never, not with us, dude. All right.
I love when men tell me what I'm doing. Thank you. It isn't a shameless plug. Tell me more, men.
Ethan,
Yes.
your favorite comedian and why? 30
Man,
seconds, brother.
That's all right. Right now, Mark Normand. I think he's one of the best joke writers on the planet. Same with Jeselnik. I think Anthony Jeselnik knows how to craft and misguide a joke perfectly. Got Mulaney up there. You got George Carlin, who's a legend. You know, Richard Pryor. Right now, I think Mark Normand, Anthony Jeselnik, and John Mulaney are my top three at the moment.
That's why you're going to New York.
Yep, exactly.
Nice, man.
You already have a hookup out there to hit the clubs?
Yeah, I got a few buddies. You know, I'm linking up with some guys out there that are pretty solid. There's a guy named Chris DiStefano out there who I'm meeting up with in a few weeks who's going to help me out.
Yeah, I've met DiStefano somewhere.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's hilarious.
Awesome. All right. In what film did Spike Lee play Mookie? It's a hard question. Obviously, if you've never seen the movie.
Spike Lee?
Yeah. All right. I wonder what you guys say in the audience. All right, answer. Do the Right Thing.
That was the movie?
Yep. Do the Right Thing.
Never heard of it.
Cool. Go
Ethan, I
watch
feel
it.
like you haven't heard of that for your life in general.
No.
Come on,
Never.
man.
Like, there's a global pandemic and the epicenter's New York. I'm going there. Do
Yeah,
the right
right?
thing.
Come on, do the right thing. Awesome. Who's your favorite comedian and why currently, Sam?
I really like Nanette Gatsby and Tig Notaro. They crack me up. And then I also am like a huge, big fan of Noah Coffer. He's out in LA and based at Flappers right now. And also just like personally, Anthony Davis, I think is incredibly talented. I've worked with him several times over and he's just one of the most genuine comics and very, very funny. I guess I wouldn't be a fan of someone who's not funny, so that's just redundant.
Yeah.
But like those are kind of my two big all-stars, and then two comics who I keep telling people on my shows, I'm like, one day like you're not going to be able to afford their tickets.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. All right. So first, we're going to go into our first comedy clip of the night. This is a short clip because Ali Malik is working on some top secret.
I thought we were doing it live.
We're working on some top secret stuff. Do you want to do some of your stand-up tonight?
If you want later, if you still have time.
Yeah, if we have time later, let's do it. But right now,
Yeah.
I want to cut to his clip. So everyone, this is Ali Malik. Enjoy.
Excited to be here. Pakistani. So I don't know why Victor booked me for this. But I'm excited to be here, man. You guys are a lot of fun, dude. We're exactly the same, actually. I think so, right? Yeah, no, we're both brown, dude. The same thing, dude. You have a nicer beard than I do, man. You like mangoes? Yeah, dude, me too. It's the same thing. Did you get hit by slippers growing up? Yeah, dude, see? So did I.
Now with different audio.
No. It's all good. Hey, everyone. So that was Ali Malik. So let's show him some love on Instagram. I'll be sharing all that information later tonight. But he's working on some new material. and he might be doing some material for us later tonight. All right, are we ready for our next question?
Yeah.
All right. All right. We're gonna start with Ollie on this one. You have 30 seconds, buddy. Where'd you go, Ollie?
I'm right here.
Trying
I'm
to
right
go
here.
poop or something on my
Yeah,
show?
he
No,
totally
no.
had to go poop.
All right, Ollie, we're starting with you on this one. You have 30 seconds. Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell, and why? That's
So
it.
easy.
It's very general.
It's a great question.
I like some of Will Ferrell. Oh, dude, Will Ferrell's movies. I like Elf a lot. You know, that's a classic. But then The Mask was pretty good. Damn, I think I'm gonna go with Jim Carrey. Jim
Why?
Carrey. The Truman Show was also really good acting, and that was really good.
Killer movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
And I liked his facial expressions are really impressive. I think the way he can morph his face is really impressive.
Do you remember what his nickname was from like back in the day?
No, what was it?
The man with the rubber face?
Oh yeah.
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 I remember that. It was like back in the
But
90s.
then I like,
they called
and
him.
then Will Ferrell was pretty good too. Like Talladega Heights was really funny too, man. Step Brothers is great. Ugh,
Yeah.
it's a tough call, man. But I'm gonna go with Jim Carrey just cause.
All right, just cause.
I think Will Ferrell has more bad movies. Oh no, that's bad.
All right. Okay. What do you guys think in the audience? Let us know. Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell? All right. Next trivia question. In which state does Napoleon Dynamite take place?
Smith Behrman,
Sam?
Texas?
No. Do one of you two have a guess real quick?
Wyoming.
No.
Is it Oklahoma? It's not Oklahoma.
No.
Is it? No, it's not Oklahoma. I don't know.
This was a hard question. I honestly didn't know the answer to this one. It's Idaho. The
Oh,
movie takes
right.
place in Idaho. Come on, man.
Yeah. As all great movies do, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Chris, I forgot about In Living Color, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, I'm sorry, but I'm reading the comments, dude. My ADD it's 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, we got Free Spur saying Jim. Charles is saying Jim. Sarah said Farrell.
Mm-mm.
Charles said Sonic the Hedgehog. Look, guys, I don't know if you had the chance to see it, but like I went to go see it because my kids are like, I want to go see Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I don't want to see this movie. So my expectations were like 0, and I was blown away. It was
Dude,
like the
great.
classic Jim Carrey. He was the best part of that movie, and it was hilarious. Yeah.
Dude, the whole James Marsden was great in it.
Yeah.
Ben,
He's a
Ben
funny
Schwartz,
dude too, man. He's just,
Ben Schwartz is one of the most underrated comedic actors, I think. So, like playing Sonic was a great role.
yeah, it was really good. You know what? The trailers for that movie were trash. And
Right. Well,
they
the-
kept
yeah.
revamping it and everything. I think they originally had him animated with teeth, the Sonic, the Hedgehog, and they took them out and made them like nicer looking. So it was just,
Yeah.
it was like
I really
nightmare.
liked it though. I thought it was a good movie.
It was excellent. All right. Let's see. Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell? Sam.
Jim Carrey, without a doubt. Easy. I hate Will Ferrell. I can go on record. Yeah, that's right. I've never been a Will
But
Ferrell
why?
fan. I'm not going to talk about why I don't like Will Ferrell. I'm going to talk about why I love Jim Carrey.
There you go. Good.
That's right, ladies. You talk about what you love. Don't spend time on what you hate. Anyway, I think Jim Carrey is just altogether incredibly talented, and he, I think, reaches people on just like a personal level, and you feel just really connected with how he shows emotion. Obviously, if it's like in a movie, it's definitely over the top, but I think as a performer, everything you're doing, even if you're not in any type of character per se, at least for me, like I'm an exaggerated version
Yeah.
of myself. And I think I also just like him and what he stands for, and just outside of comedy, I like that he talks about mental health, especially from a male perspective, and I like that he does art, and I just, I think it's not a question.
You love Jim Carrey. We get it.
I don't like you, Will Ferrell.
All right, next trivia question. What is Rob Reiner's character name in This Is Spinal Tap?
I watched this last week and I don't remember.
I tap out. I've
Spinal
never.
Tap.
I Spinal
That
Tap
sounds like a
out.
porno, dude.
Oh, dude, one of the
Come on.
So
one of the great movies though.
So you haven't seen it, I take it.
No.
Dude, Christopher Lloyd is a
Allie and I are in the
genius.
same boat. We have not seen this movie.
Christopher Lloyd.
Ethan, by default, you have to answer.
Spinal Tap.
I can't tell you. It's Tim.
All right. So the answer we're looking for is Marty DeBerge.
Oh, that's what I said, right? I said Marty. I think, did my audio cut out?
Yeah, it's weird.
I think
Oh,
it cut
yeah.
out, dude. Did it really cut out, or are you lying to me?
No.
bitch?
I said Tim.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the score? What's the score, Chris?
Currently, Ethan with 1 and Sam has 2. Ollie, you're
And me?
coming up in 3rd, brother. You're close.
Oh, nice.
All right. All right. Next question. Oh no, we're still waiting for you, Ethan. Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell, brother?
Okay, so it's Jim Carrey because as an impressionist, I've looked at Jim my whole life saying, that's where he started as a stand-up and impressionist. So I've hooked on to him, The Mask obviously being one of his greatest pieces, in my opinion, greatest pieces of work. Ace Ventura, Truman Show, everything Jim Carrey's done, I've connected to on a level of like, I could see myself doing that. So that's why I've hooked on to him as one of my favorites of all time.
Bruce Almighty's another good one.
Oh yeah, Bruce Almighty's killer.
I think one of my favorites is Liar
Dumb and
Liar.
Liar is
It's
great.
just that-
Hey,
it's
having
just-
fun with Dick and Jane's a good one too.
Yeah, that one's really good.
And
I
I
just
think
like
the
that
kid-
line, the goddamn pin is blue and he's got pin all over his face. It's one of my favorite things I've ever seen in a movie.
And we're all forgetting about his greatest piece of work in Mr. Popper's Penguins. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I missed that one.
I think I.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But
with
the
you, Allie.
kid-
I didn't see that one.
The kid from Having Fun with Dick and Jane, you know the little kid?
Mhm.
The actor? Dude, the actor works at Dickie's Barbecue right here in Northridge, dude.
Oh really?
Yeah.
His career took off.
Dude,
Wow.
my roommate used to work there, and they used to treat him better than the other employees, dude. The little child star.
That's hilarious.
All right. Next trivia question. What actor played Alex Hitchens in Hitch?
Oh.
Oh, Smith!
Sam.
Will Smith.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
It's Will Smith.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a hilarious movie. I love that movie.
That's a good movie, yeah.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan. All right. Sam, we're going to start with you. You have 1 minute. Why did you start doing comedy?
I started doing comedy. I'll slow it down. I started doing comedy because I'm funny, and I would always, honestly, I'm like Ali. I had a good, and Ethan too. It sounds like we all had your parents divorced, but I had like decent like family lives and things like that. I think I was just really told by everyone around me, my family, my friends, teachers. They would always ask who said that. Like I was quoting movies. I was like, nobody's like, I said that. Whatever funny one-liner I would put out, they're like, what are you quoting? I'm like, myself. And they'd say, you should be a comedian. You should be a comedian. Are you a comedian? So I decided to be one. And yeah, I just loved it. That rush, the thrill. I think I was never more nervous than the first time I took the stage with my, material I wrote. But kind of right before I went on, and I do this every time now, I told myself, like, I know what I have is funny. It is 100%. There is no question in my mind that what I put together is funny. And so I always enter the stage with that kind of pep talk, if you will.
And there's your minute. Good job. Awesome. And by the way, I want to go back to the Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell. I'm going to side with Will Ferrell because all of you guys said Carrey, and we both have the same like curly fro. When I grow my hair out, it's exactly like his. We both went to USC.
So you're a little biased.
Of course, you're going to side with him if you went to USC.
Well, no, it's not. Look, if you guys all said Farrell, I would have said Carrie, but all of you guys said Farrell. Not one of you guys said Farrell. And I think he's a very funny dude, too. But at the same time, like, that dude, I wish both of them were just more present. They both kind of dropped off the map for the most part. And I enjoy both of their movies. So, God, I want to have a little side chat with you and find out why you hate him so much.
Not a fan.
Understood. Okay. Next trivia question. Who played Roller Girl in Boogie Nights? Wow, really? Come on,
How old is that movie?
It's kind of old. But we do talk about Animal House from 1978, so I mean, sky's the limit on this. Boogie Nights is not that old.
I got nothing. You can ask me any Charlie Chaplin, I'll know it, and you can ask me anything from last year, and I'll know it, and that's it.
Nothing in between.
Ethan, that's a great, specific range of knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. The answer we're looking for is Heather Graham.
Ah.
So Heather Graham played Roller Girl. Have you guys even seen that movie?
Nope.
Boogie Nights?
No.
It's about the porn,
I was gonna
porn
say,
industry.
I was gonna say Marty or whatever the name from the last question was.
You mean Tim?
Marty
Tim,
DeBurgi? Yeah, Tim. Your answer, if you don't know, is just Tim. Whatever.
Yes.
It doesn't without any context. All right, cool. So why did you start doing comedy, Ethan?
So I was 14. My parents had just divorced. I was a little down in the dumps, which is a terrible thing I said because I'm never going to say that again. But my cousin had just passed away and I needed to express myself. And my neighbor was a guy who used to be on Def Jam. And he said, come with me. And I went and I saw him perform and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I tried it and I fell in love.
Nice, dude. Yeah. So you said, screw parties, screw having fun with friends. I'm going to go out on the weekends and do comedy.
Yeah. So, I've been, the last 4 years, I've been I've been saying no to parties. Well, not all the time, but, I'll go to stand up and hang with, you guys instead of going to hang. By the way, I like all of you guys more than I like my friends. They're pieces of shit. They're the worst.
I bet they like Will Ferrell.
I bet they, yeah.
I bet you they like Will Ferrell. Okay, on that callback. All right. All right. Next trivia question. In the 2007 movie Superbad, who punches Fogel in a liquor store?
Ethan.
Go, Ethan.
Bill Hader.
What was his character?
Oh, really? I have no clue.
I forgot to.
What's that?
Give him the point.
No, if you know the story, it's Hader, then you should know what he was doing in the store.
I don't. Well, I know he was buying alcohol because he was McLovin. The McLovin was buying booze with the fake ID, and then Hader walks in as the cop with, I believe, Judd Apatow, which I think is wrong. But then they fight, right?
That's wrong.
No, he gets punched by the robber.
Yeah.
Which isn't Hader, right?
No.
I think Hader was the cop. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the answer we're looking for, the robber.
Which was played by who?
I don't know, dude. Why are you asking? I'm asking questions here. Questions. This is my game.
Dude, these comments are so funny, Chris.
It was played by that kid who worked at the barbecue shop, right, Ali?
Dickies.
Yeah, Dickies.
Yeah.
I was just going to say Tim.
Tim. The same guy.
Dude, I thought of that Little Bow Wow movie, too, when you said Boogie Bounce or whatever.
Wait, what?
Have you seen that movie Roll Bounce, Little Bow Wow?
Roll Bounce with Little Bow Wow?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're like skating his sweetness. He does that final move, and then he gets to sweat, and then he just that was.
All right, the robber was it was Robert Redford. That's who the robber was.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That's what it says online.
Robert Redford didn't.
You gotta trust it when you read it online.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know.
Sarah McNally said, "Sam, we love you. Please tell us why you hate Will Ferrell."
I'm dying for these comments. I love it. I love my fan club. I mean, I can talk more about why I don't like Will Ferrell. I on the real, I mean, and whatever, I'm not gonna apologize. Men say shit all the time, they don't apologize for it. I don't think he's talented. I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't see it. And I find him annoying. And I just think he's like somehow been in the right place at the right time and like has a lot of dirt on people. And they're like, just give him the scene. Just give him the.
It's all about the USC connection.
Yeah, I know. We know that you all paid to go to school there. Nobody's been shocked about that.
No, my mom paid for me to get into the school because I had bad grades.
Is your mom named Lori Laughlin?
No, but that's my aunt.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Understood.
Just because you've been in a lot of movies, like it doesn't mean you're talented at all. It just means you've been in a lot of movies.
That's true.
He writes and produces most of
I don't like any of that stuff either. He's not good.
Okay, but you liked Elf, right?
No, I did not
like Elf. No, come on.
Elf
is like the best Christmas movie.
Elf is legendary.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad things that are legendary, especially the way you just said legendary. Like,
don't forget about A Night at the Roxbury. That's a classic.
Dude, I took the same journey he did across the field of gumdrops to get.
No, I don't like Elf. It doesn't matter what you say. I liked Night at the Roxbury, but for whatever reason, I guess the year it came out, I don't know. There was a year growing up where every single friend I had, and there was more than two, played that movie at their birthday. And I was like, we've all gone to each other's, but why are we watching this for the 10th time and acting like we've never seen it? So I got burnt out. Maybe that's why. One year I just had way too much Will Ferrell and was like, nah, never again.
Like, you put a hit out on Chris Kattan and you just hate Will Ferrell.
Oh my God, dude. Chris Kattan was in some movie where he played all these characters, like going up to the door, and he was like, he played a Girl Scout, like, would you like to buy some cookies? And I was like, oh my God, dude. It was so annoying, the movie. I think I turned it off.
Yeah, not a big fan of Kattan.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I also still don't like Will Ferrell.
All right. That's for therapy next week. All right, Ollie. Why did you start doing comedy, dude?
So growing up as a kid, I wasn't really allowed to listen to music, right? I had very religious parents. So I had the CD player, and the only thing I had were these comedy albums. I would listen to Mencia, I would listen to George Lopez, and there's another guy named Uzra Osman, Lester Peters. And that was my form of entertainment. So I just loved the idea of it, and I always imagined myself doing it. I just never had the balls to actually do it. And then I was doing Lyft one day. This was like a few years ago. I was doing Lyft, and the passenger I was driving was going to Flappers Comedy Club. He was like, I'm doing an open mic. And I had no idea that's how it works. So you just go to an open mic. Yep. And then I just went and I got addicted and then just never stopped. I don't want to stop.
Don't want to stop. Don't ever stop.
It's fun, man. It's awesome. Addicting.
It is.
And you learn a lot about yourself too, doing it.
Yeah. Just real quick, Orr said the Will Ferrell hate origin story. This is going to be like the ongoing theme all night is like the Will Ferrell hate. And Orr, I know you're watching the show. I see you in. Why are you calling me on my phone? Is it just purposely trying to distract me? I got like bad ADD. It's like, let's just F with Kidder all night. All right. So next trivia question. What is Napoleon Dynamite's best friend's name?
Oh, Ali.
Ollie, go.
Pedro.
Yes, he hits the board,
Get on
folks.
the scoreboard, baby.
Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro.
The comeback kid.
The comeback kid over here.
What's the score now?
We're tied with -4.
Yeah, the boys have 1. Sam has 3.
So if we combine our score, can we play together against Sam?
We'll see at the end.
We're still losing, but.
All right, we're about to show a clip of Sam Bear and her doing some stand-up. But real quick, before we do, just make sure, if you haven't already, support the channel by subbing, liking our videos, sharing our videos. We're live every Thursday night at 7 p.m., and we're dropping new videos every week. So come out if you love stand-up comedy. And with that being said, guys, we're going to roll into Sam's clip right here. Enjoy.
molecular biology and was figuring out a way to isolate an isotope from an underground sea slug to cure blindness. That was my Uber driver. That is true. Okay, but I did recently learn this. There's a fetish community of men who will pay you to tell them how to spend their money. Okay, this is the best news I've gotten in a long time. I'm getting older, and one of the ways I know that I'm getting older is that I tell people that I work with young people. Clear game. My second is that my alarm now goes off when I used to go to bed. My alarm goes off so early in the morning. It's 5 a.m. every morning when my alarm goes off. That I envision that my alarm, if it could talk, it would say, Samantha, why on God's green earth are you getting up at 5 a.m. to go and work out? Have you not learned about body positivity? Love yourself, love your body. Love it right where it is, and stay right where it is. In bed. What I've adopted, though, is, I think, a healthy attitude towards fitness, okay? Because this, folks, this is what maintenance looks like, okay? This is just typical upkeep, all right? I'm just trying to lock it in and, ride it out. Okay?
I'll hit you up, Sam.
Yeah.
Gonna hit you up, Sam. All right, guys. So that was Sam Bear. So, again, we'll have her information up. It's on the side of the screen. You can see it. Go check her out on Instagram, and give all of the comics, all the guests, some love on their Instagram. Go follow them. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna go into our next question, and we're gonna start with you, Sam, since we just got off your clip.
Okay.
Do you start a food fight or do you stop a food fight? 30 seconds. Go.
I would start the food fight. And also, why would you stop it? It's so, if it's already gonna be messy, I'm envisioning, if I'm starting it, I somehow just have a great mound of mashed potatoes. I'm gonna throw something that's gonna get everywhere. I'm starting that food fight. But we didn't eat in the cafeteria in my school. Everybody ate outside and all around the campus. So starting a food fight, I just keep thinking the only time I would do this would have been in high school, and the logistics would have been off.
Awesome. And just so you know, Sam, you got some LOLs in the chat. Free Spurs out there saying great material, Sam. You're getting hand claps from Charles. Sarah saying Sam.
Sarah.
Sam. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. Next trivia question. What was the name of Jack Black's character in the movie School of Rock?
Ethan.
Go for it, Ethan.
So his name was Dewey Finn. And then when I watched it 2 nights ago. And then when he was a teacher, he was, well, I guess that doesn't matter, so I'm not going to answer that.
The answer is Dewey Finn, so good job.
Yeah.
You're right,
I watched that. I watched it from 2:30 to 4:30 2 nights ago. AM. I could not sleep, and it was the only thing on.
I'm like, wait, why are you giving us time frame? But I guess it makes sense. You're like, I can't sleep.
Yeah. Do you need us to vouch for you for an alibi or something? That was oddly specific.
Yeah, I went out and I was, trying to take care of Will Ferrell.
Hey, enjoy New York, Ethan. I hear their hospitals are a lovely place to visit.
Exactly. All right, Ollie, do you start a food fight or do you stop it?
I've started it in the past.
Have you
in
actually?
8th grade, dude. 8th grade. It was our last week of school, and I started this big food fight in school. Everyone, it was big. Kids brought eggs, beer cans, water bottles.
Wait, so you guys planned it?
We planned it, dude. This was our last thing in 8th grade. This was the day of our field trip where we go to the high school. So we thought if we do it in the morning, they won't cancel a field trip, dude, and we'll just leave and they'll forget about it.
They didn't forget about it, dude.
Of
It was
course
the
not.
WWE of food
And
fights.
I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie, dude.
planned.
I'm gonna be honest. So, Chris, I'm gonna admit this here. I had a Tekashi 6ix9ine moment. Like the principal asked me who else was involved, and I snitched on everybody.
Oh man,
What?
come on.
Dude, I didn't want to get
Wow.
in trouble, man. My mom would have kicked my ass.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
She would have.
So did any of them
I
find
see-
out?
I
you were-
legit
did
did.
anyone find out that you snitched on them?
So there was one kid who realized that I snitched on him because I was the only person that knew he was the one like his job was to talk to the PE teacher who was supervising like the morning like outside in the morning, right? And his job was to distract him. No one knew that was his job but me. And then they found out, so he knew. And we talked about it later and stuff. And we're cool now. Like he's a homie, man.
That's good.
He
We're still
also
friends.
works at the Dickie's
Yeah, we're
barbecue.
still friends.
Right.
I got in trouble still, dude. I had to do Saturday detention. I was like, what the hell? I snitched on everybody and I still got in trouble?
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I was a bad kid in 8th grade.
All right. Which 2005 movie used this promo line? He's back. This might be a harder question.
Say it again?
Which 2005 movie used this promo line? He's back. And I don't know how it sounded in it. It could have been like, he's back, or Me gusta, he's back. I don't know. I don't know how it sounded is my point. I never actually saw this movie. You guys ready?
Spider-Man?
Sure.
Spider-Man 3?
No, that's a good guess. You're close, bro. The answer is Herbie. Fully loaded.
Oh.
Which I believe is the one that Lindsay Lohan was in or something.
Yeah.
Like I've seen all the
Blockbuster
originals.
hit that.
Well, all the original Herbie movies were fantastic. I loved all those old school movies. I think they were all made in the 60s. And then when I saw Lindsay Lohan, who I loathe, by the way, I saw that she was in this new one. I was like, no, I'll pass. Like, hard pass. Because I think she's crap. She's my Will Ferrell.
I hope everybody in the comment section knows all of the answers, and we're all just like, I got no clue.
I got
Yeah.
no clue.
Come on, guys.
Like, I hope that someone is sitting at their computer watching going, it's Herbie! It's Herbie fully loaded! Like, just
Right.
screaming.
Yeah, no, dude. I would be embarrassed to be that person.
I feel like someone's very seen right now by what I just said.
How about you, Ethan? Food fight. Would you start one or would you stop one, or have you? Or both not?
Dude, nothing's funnier than flying food.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't say on
Obviously-
you though, Ethan.
I'd be the guy in the food fight to be like, yo, you start it, like talking to my friend, and I'd be like, you're the one who's gonna take the fall, but I'm the mastermind behind it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you aim at this person, this is gonna happen, and then
Yeah.
chaos ensues.
I've been involved in 2 food fights, and they weren't planned at all. They were just fun. But the last one I was in was the first time I attempted to go to college, which was up at in Rochester. The school called RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology, which has like an adjunct school called NTID, National Technical Institute for the Deaf. Right, so it's the largest. It's the largest deaf school. Yeah, it's the largest deaf school in the U.S. So most of the people around me deaf. I had deaf, people in my classes and everything.
It's weird.
but-
I've never heard of it.
Oh,
No, you can't. You
guys
can't.
are-
You
stop
can't
with
fake
the-
laugh at me and then make a comment.
I can when my joke was better.
comedy's subjective. But yeah, we were in this big cafeteria. It's college, right? These kids are all, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. And my buddy, like, we're all sitting down. There's probably 9 or 10 of us. He had beef with some deaf kid. I don't know why. And this kid walked into the room, and this cafeteria was like tiered. There was 4 levels going up. These deaf kids walked in. There was probably 5, 6, 7 of them. Walked in the door up on the top tier. We're on the bottom tier. And I shit you not, my buddy was this big, like 280-pound Italian dude, just stood up in his wife beater shirt, grabbed his chicken parmesan off his plate, and just whipped it 80 miles an hour across the room and hits this guy smack in the middle of his chest. And shit went nuts, dude. It just started going back and forth. And those guys, the deaf guys, ran over to the line where you get your food and started just grabbing shit and throwing it down. Dude, it was insane. It was insane.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But classic Animal House food fight. You know what I mean? But I honestly, like, Ollie, like, I would love to be part of like a planned food fight. I think that could be so much more fun.
The point was we're supposed to like pick on the 7th graders, right? Because we were leaving.
Oh, it was your prank. It was like your final, like,
It was our 8th grade prank. So we attacked these kids, dude.
But did they retaliate?
They
must have retaliated.
Home, dude. My mom was like, "Why are we missing 6 eggs?" And I had it in like a Ziploc bag, and I even put napkins in it so it doesn't break in my backpack, dude. Like I planned this. It was premeditated.
If it was really premeditated,
you really needed to get that off your chest. You're really telling us the details.
I haven't explored it. So Chris is asking me about my childhood and stuff like that. Today is exploring a lot.
I think you might have just found a new bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll be in his next special.
I wrote it down. I'm not lying.
All right.
Food fight right here.
All right. Next trivia question: in which film did Bill Murray play the character Dr. Peter Venkman? Really?
Bill Murray is a doctor. I'm trying to think of all the
Dr.
Bill
Peter
Murray.
Venkman.
Chris, when's the last time you watched the movie, man?
This is me. Just 3 slaps, one for each of you.
His last movie he saw was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay. Was that the only movie within this last 10 years you watched?
10 years, like 30.
Well, there was the 2005 Herbie Fully Loaded question.
Right.
That's his. That's him. It was modern times.
So you guys don't know the answer to this question.
Wait, give me like 5
Guys,
more seconds.
this is where I give the audience just if you know the answers, trash them in the. Oh God, this is Ghostbusters.
Oh,
How do you not know Ghostbusters?
Oh,
of course it's Ghostbusters.
that's right.
Like,
I was
even
like
as Bill
Caddyshack.
Murray, like, I mean, yeah, I would have just guessed Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
one of his classic movies. But yes, the answer is Ghostbusters. Or I would have accepted Ghostbusters 2. Or Ghostbusters 3, I think. No, there was only
there?
2. Was there
I think
2?
the third was the one with Kristen Wiig and Melissa
It's
McCarthy.
all the chicks, right? So,
Yeah.
Women.
Yeah, everybody in the comments knew Ghostbusters, so I feel like an idiot now.
Yeah.
That is such an iconic movie.
I
Which,
think
The new
Which-
one's is an all-female cast, so it's different.
I actually didn't watch that
We're-
one because I'm
We're
so
experienced
like
with different.
so stuck on the first one. But there's actually a new one coming out. I think it was supposed to come out this summer,
Yeah, it's with both casts, right? The women and the men.
but it's supposed to be their
Oh.
kids.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so like one of the main kids from Stranger Things is one of the main kids in the
Oh,
movie.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's like a lot of their kids.
That's cool.
Which is like my whole idea for like a spinoff of the Goonies. Like I think there should be a new Goonies movie, which is by far my favorite movie.
That would be awesome.
But they
That'd
should
be
be like
dope.
their kids get together because Sloth dies or something, and they're all like around the funeral or something, and the kids get together to go find the treasure that they let sell off into the ocean. I don't know. That's kind of like my whole idea for the movie. Someone take it, please write it and do it because I want to see it. Anyway, next question. We're gonna go with a serious question, guys. This one's real serious. Okay. We'll start with Ethan. You meet the President of the United States, but you can only say one word. What's that word?
Oh man. So the issue is
No, one word. Wait, what?
okay, one word.
Okay. You could support it after.
I mean, I'd say hello.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look,
Hello.
the president, yeah, just like that too. The president's, you know, he's him. So it's like, I mean, on one hand, it's Trump, and I'm not a fan of him. But on the other hand, you're meeting the president, so it's kind of that weird thing where you're like, I don't necessarily like you, but you're also like the highest power in America. So it's like, I don't know how I would react to that, you know?
Yeah. That's a fun question. Anyways, next trivia question. In Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Peter has the idea to make a musical about what? Go, Sam.
A Dracula musical.
Dracula, exactly. Good job.
That was good. I didn't know.
Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
That's an excellent movie too. I love that movie. All right, how about you, Ollie? You meet the President of the United States and you can only say one word.
Am I no longer allowed to say hi to him?
You can say that if you no, you can
I
say
clear the
that.
board. I cleared the board with that.
No, that's not. No, you can say hello if you want.
I'll change it up. I'll say yo. Keep it simple, casual. You know, I'm not afraid of him.
Right.
You know?
Where do you meet him? Do you meet him at the tanning salon or do you meet him at the hairdresser or what?
That's a good
Oh, dude, yeah, that's
question,
a big
dude.
one,
Like-
dude. Because if you meet him at a place you don't want to be seen at, you'll be like, shit.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, depending on where you meet him.
Yeah, like Russia wouldn't be a good spot to meet him, but but you know, what do I know?
If you met him in Russia, Ethan, what would you say?
I'd be like, well, we got him.
I just been like, figured.
Yeah.
You can only say one word, you
You can
know?
only say
It'd
one
be like-
word, Ethan. Exactly. I was wondering what your one word would be.
Typical.
Typical.
That's a good word.
All right. Next trivia question. What car was featured in the 1977 movie Smokey and the Bandit? See, we went back another
Ethan.
year. Go for it, Ethan.
Lincoln Continental.
No. Great guess. Great guess. That might have been in the Blues Brothers. I don't know. But
I don't know.
Samantha.
Go, Sam.
A red car.
I think it had some red in it. How about you, Ollie? You got a guess?
Let's do
Either-
a Ford
none of-
Pinto.
Ford Pinto. No. Oh my God, dude. It's like the worst car ever made. Did none of you have seen that movie either?
No.
Wow, dude. Comedians who don't know comedy. I'm sorry. That was mean. That was really mean. That's not true.
Which movie was it again?
Will
Is it in
Ferrell,
color?
please get off of the comment section, okay? I don't know what name you're hiding behind, but Will, your beef is with me. You don't need to take it up with everyone and say we all are comedians who don't know comedy, okay? Got it.
Wait, who's talking crap?
It's Will Ferrell hiding behind someone's name.
It's Will Ferrell hiding behind someone's name. The answer I was looking for was a 1977 Pontiac Firebird.
Oh, that was my second guess.
That was just
That was my
I figured.
That was my
you know.
dad's first car.
Was it really?
Yeah.
You should have went with that. He probably loved those movies.
Yeah.
I'm probably older. How old's your dad, dude? I'm probably like the same age.
He turned 60 this year.
Oh hell no, dude. I'm way younger.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, dude. Really? Your dad was
Yeah.
busy.
He had me a little late in life.
Yeah, he did. All right, cool. All right, how about you, Sam? You meet the president. One word.
Trumpito!
Trumpito. Any context behind that you want to share?
I feel like it's just insulting enough to convey my the level of respect I believe that he has earned.
Does she get a point for that?
No, that's not a point question, but I like the answer. I mean,
That was good.
I agree with Ethan. I think, or was it you, Ollie? Like, it depends where you meet him. I don't know what I would say.
Nope.
I don't even think I'd say anything. I think I would just do one of these, just right in his face. Just
I voted for you.
yeah. I voted- yeah, this show is not about politics. It was just meant to be funny. So no politics, guys. No politics. All right. So real quick, guys, I'm going to show a clip from Ethan Howard.
Oh, great. I hope I bomb.
I hope you bomb, bro. I really do. But guys, this next clip is from Ethan Howard over at the Ice House. So check him out. Here we go.
Can vote now, which means I can fix everything you guys fucked up. Cause you did. I hate to break it to you. This Trump guy, you know, the impeachment stuff's happening. Today the Republicans voted no. Everybody voted no on witnesses. It was 49 to 51. It's weird. I'm still trying to figure out how Trump got elected. I don't know. I need to start asking you guys, I guess. It's weird. I went back to when Trump was running for president, and to me, Trump seems like a shitty QVC ad. Does that make sense? Remember when he introduced the wall? He came out on stage like, okay, listen, we're gonna build a wall. And everybody was like, what is this guy talking about? And then he went, but wait, if you call now and act fast, we'll make Mexico pay for it. And everybody was like, oh my God, he's right. And then in a low voice, it was just pay shipping and handling, which is taxes. But it's the free stuff that matters to us. In America, Trump, man, he's fucking nuts. I don't know what he's doing. I miss Obama, I'm gonna be honest. I was 8 when Obama got put into office. That's it's a good laugh line. Just a fact, you know? I don't know. I was 8. He was cool too, because Obama was the first president I really connected to. I was too young for Bush at the time. And Obama, he always was cool to me. He's a good dad. The one thing Obama did that always bothered me is that he talked really slowly and would put awkward pauses in his sentences. Do you understand what I mean? Like he'd come out on stage and he'd go, my name is Barack Obama. And that pause always threw me off, and I was trying to think, he's writing a book, that's gonna be great. He was a good president, in my opinion. I have to clarify that now. I don't know. That's just personal views. Democrats for the win. I was trying to think what's something Obama would be bad at, and I realized Obama would be the shittiest GPS voice ever. Right? Just think about it. You put in where you want to go. You use Waze, Google Maps. That's a personal preference. I don't know. Waze has more stars on. I don't know. Oh, that's bombing there. You start driving and you go, thank you for choosing me to be your driving voice. Let's go. And you start driving right, at the next light. Turn left. Oh, you missed it. And you never get where you need to go. Fucking, let's talk faster, Barack. I don't know. Let's talk faster. If he narrates his audiobook, oh my God, that fucking thing. Even if it's 120 pages, the duration will be 10 days. I don't know. When I met my wife, I don't know, we're riffing there. We'll figure that shit. 18's a weird age, man. I can go on the dating apps now. Bumble, Tinder, Anybody on those? Anybody on Grindr? That's funny, I guess. I don't know. It's weird because, I set up my profile and I used the pictures that I thought I looked good in. No. I'm desperate, right? I swipe yes on everybody. No one swipes yes on me. The other day, this is 10 days into it, I have 0 matches on Tinder. I finally get a match with Veronica, right? Veronica, good looking, she goes to UCLA, she's a year older than me. I text her, I go, hey Veronica, what's up? 2 minutes later, I get an alert that says, you've been unmatched with Veronica. We're doing well in life. I'm 18 and I'm a virgin. All my friends aren't virgins. I'm so desperate to have sex, I've started treating porn like DIY videos. Wow, I'm gonna be honest, that worked better than normal. I normally get which to my response is what? I want to be a masseuse. Hey. Shuck it in. Oh man. 18's a weird age. I live with my parents because legally I have to. And I love my parents. Tiffany and Scott are good people, but they're not. I really do. They want to help me be a good person, but they fuck me up. It's Saturday night. I should be at a party, but no, I'm with you guys at the ice house. What's the really fucked up thing that they did is that my parents got divorced when I was in 9th grade, which is fine. We live in a time that divorce is very accepted, and people want it to happen now, I don't know. And they got divorced, but they didn't tell me that they were getting divorced until the day that we moved houses. This is true. I showed up at home and there was just a truck sitting in, and I was like, Dad, what's this? He was like, get in. I was like, oh, okay. They hired one U-Haul, which, by the way, I really respect U-Haul as a company because they tell you how lazy they are in their name. Hey, can you help me move my stuff? No, U-Haul it. Come on, people. So they got divorced. We're driving in this U-Haul, and my dad gets to the street, and he parks in the middle of the street, and I go, Dad, which one's our house? And he goes, well, that's mine, and that's your mother's. They moved right across the street from each other. And for the longest time, all 4 years, I thought it was to help me, like, get ready for high school, you know, and, like, be ready to be a person. No. I was recently talking to my mom. They did it because it was a financial decision. They only had to hire one U-Haul truck. And I was like, well, that's fucked now that I know that, you know? And, like, looking back, it's really weird because they didn't even, like, there was no system to who got what. They just played rock, paper, scissors for everything. It was when my dad won the china, my mom won the sofa, my dad won my sister. Fire station won me. It was a fun game. And, all right, that's my time. I'm Ethan Howard.
Alrighty, everyone. So that was the very funny Ethan Howard. So
Yeah.
Hey. Ethan. Ethan. Make sure again you go give everyone some love. You can see on the side of the screen over here. We have all of their Instagram, so make sure you go follow them. They're all very hilarious. Back to our questions, though. We're gonna start with you, Ollie. Would you rather be the funniest comedian ever with $0 in your pocket, or a mediocre comedian with the money and the fame? 30 seconds.
I think the funniest is the correct answer that I'm supposed to say.
It's like, well, I think I'm supposed to say.
But like, yeah, I mean, I think I would. I think naturally I would only do things that I would believe in this case.
Yeah.
So I would hope that I don't know. I think I'd rather be the funniest comedian, I guess.
Good answer.
Yeah.
No judgment, but good answer. I don't know. It's like if I had someone approach me and had the power to grant me one or the other, I don't know what I would choose, to be honest.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough question.
Tough question.
Because I feel like if you have all the money and the fame,
yeah,
whatever, dude.
Here's the thing, dude. Is it a situation where you become like Van Gogh? Like after you pass away, your art becomes recognized, or is your stuff never going to be appreciated? Are you never going to be remembered?
Yeah.
Then if that's the case, I don't want that. You know?
Yeah.
Let me be mediocre. Shit.
Awesome. All right. Next trivia question. What name appears on Fogel's fake ID in the 2007 movie Superbad?
Ethan.
Smith it.
Go, Ethan.
It's McLovin.
Yep. Ethan finally hits the board. Just kidding.
Feels like it.
All right. How about you, Sam? Funniest comedian with $0? Or would you rather be a mediocre comedian but have all the fame and fortune?
Would I rather be Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell?
That's funny. That's really funny.
Jim's got money though, so
Yeah, he's living nice.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? It is hard because feels incredible when you are financially making money from something that you're so passionate about, so good at. I think though, if I was the funniest and it was recognized, like everyone's like, that's the funniest comedian, I actually have about 6 or 7 revenue streams. So while it would definitely, I think, hurt, and I think it always hurts anyone who's putting their heart and soul into something to see mediocrity rise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a pauper. I think I would just be still running my other businesses personally. It's painful to say that. It's like the easy answer to be like, yeah, sure, I'd be mediocre. I can't speak English.
Mediocre?
A mediocre comedian.
Yeah.
I've seen mediocre comedy though, and I mean, and I've seen people make a lot of money off that. And the thing of it is, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's not good. It's just like, eh. And that's such a bad feeling when people are saying that about you. You know, like, eh. No,
Well, do you think like, I've seen comedians that I just don't enjoy. Kevin Hart's a perfect example. I don't like his comedy. I don't relate to his comedy. And people in the audience might be like, you know, but here's the thing. As an actor, he's got the comedic timing down. He's hilarious. I love seeing him on the screen. He's just hilarious. But I've tried watching 3 of his specials. I don't relate to his material. And I give it 10, 15, 20 minutes to try to get in. And I don't find myself laughing. But I have mad respect for the dude. So that's another thing. It's like, okay, I have mad respect for the guy because he can sell out like a Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean? So I know he's funny, but not to me. And I think you got to think about that too. I think there's comedians out there who are hilarious, but they've built up like their market, the people who love them and relate to the stuff they're talking about. Like, for example, like I love Joe Coy. But I relate to him because my wife's Filipino. I've been in a Filipino culture for the last 19 years. So all the stuff he talks about that's very Filipino, I love it and I relate to it. But I've had people be like, oh, yeah, he's okay. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, but it's the same thing. It's, you know, I know but then I think there's comedians out there who, you know, everyone says, yeah, you're great. And
I don't know. I guess for me, I didn't start going into comedy to settle in the middle. And
that's true. I don't think any of us did.
I mean, that's me. And I also just believe that there's plenty of money to be made in a variety of ways. So again, I would not be a pauper. Yeah. I would be the funniest comedian and would have money coming in from other directions.
And real quick, you want to share with the audience what you've been doing up in Santa Barbara during quarantine?
Sure. I've been doing several different Zoom comedy shows because they do produce Bear Cave Comedy. And now we have pivoted online. So the Bear Cave Comedy, you can find us. Our next show is June 11th. We're actually going to start doing some fundraisers. June 11th, we'll be donating proceeds to the Santa Barbara Food Bank. And then June 25th, we are actually going to have an all LGBTQ plus comedy lineup for Pride. And money from that show will be going to the Santa Barbara Pacific Pride Center.
Awesome. So she's really busy.
That's not what you were asking.
No. We're all been. I think a lot of us have all been very busy, or trying to stay busy. I actually stumbled on your page and found some stuff you were doing, like running around town. Weren't you doing like? Weren't you on the news or something?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. I was dying. I was like, are you kidding?
Okay. Yeah, I've been going out daily in a inflatable dinosaur costume. That's how I walk around my neighborhood and walk my dog, go to the grocery store. And I've started visiting friends who have small children, just like to entertain their kids and dance with them. It's a lot of fun.
I saw the clip of you on the news and I thought it was hysterical. And you know, I don't know if some of you guys know, like that guy down in San Diego went into a grocery store wearing a Ku Klux Klan mask, which just drove me nuts. Like I couldn't believe like someone would actually have the nerve to do that and thought it might have been funny. So like a few days after that, I went into a grocery store and I retaliated with love. So I wore my big unicorn head and just went shopping for an hour and a half, and had some video cameras and recorded it all. And it was fun, but it was, you know, just sitting there talking to the employees and people were just laughing. You could hear them laughing across the store. Yeah. It's like, dude, make people smile, make people laugh. Don't like go out there and try to create all this hate, you know? So when I saw you doing the dinosaur thing, I was like, that's relatable. I love that. That's really good.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know who likes it more, the kiddos, the adults, or me, but I personally love when bros come rolling by in a truck and they roll the windows down, the dinosaur gets catcalled. They're like, dinosaur! But like, bros just can't help themselves. They just...
That's so Santa Barbara. All the bros up in Santa Barbara. All right, next trivia question. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was released when? I'll give you
Ollie.
a hint. It was before
Ollie, you have to
Ethan.
say it.
I heard Ollie.
I'm considering most of your movie selections have been in this time. I want to say 1978.
No, incorrect. I was gonna give you a hint, dude. Before Ethan was born.
Okay, a lot of things were filmed before Ethan was born.
Yeah. Ethan was born after 9/11, so like.
Yeah. Exactly. I know. Wow, dude. That's
You're
crazy.
not racist against me. I love that.
I was in the womb.
All right. The answer I was looking for,
82,
1989.
right?
Oh.
Close enough.
We're rounding.
You were like, what, 10
Do
years?
they have color yet? Is it in color?
Was it in wow, dude.
Chevy Chase was still thin.
How old are
No,
you,
I've
Ollie?
seen that movie. That's a classic. Those are classics.
Ollie, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Holy Jesus. I'm old, I guess. I'm 41. I look good, I know. All right, moving on. Would you rather be the funny? How about you, Ethan? Funniest comedian with $0 or mediocre with the fame and fortune?
I'm gonna kind of cheap. I'm gonna cheap out here, but I just want whatever my comedy is. I want people to be entertained because if they're paying to see
Ooh.
comedy, I don't care if I'm playing Madison Square Garden or I'm playing my garage. If I'm Dave Chappelle or if I'm an open micer for the first time, I want people who are paying money to actually laugh and leave happy. So
Ethan's answer is also my answer, Chris.
Yeah.
Good answer. You get 5 points.
Thank you. So if any agents are out there, you can reach me, But yeah, I just want people to be happy and I want people to come out and enjoy live comedy, whether it's, and if they think it's good or not, I don't care obviously I want to be the best of all time, but as long as people are entertained.
Yeah. No. Good answer,
That's
brother.
what it's about. We're doing it
God,
for
Ethan, you are going to make such a good Miss America.
Thank you. Thank you. That's actually where I met the president. Was at the Miss America pageant that he used
In
to
the
own.
dressing rooms?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yellow.
Awesome. All right. In what movie did Aretha Franklin sing "Respect and Think"? Another old movie.
Ethan.
Can I guess?
Ethan, go for
Ollie.
it.
Boogie Nights.
No, but at least you're guessing, bro.
Wait, Ollie.
Go, Ollie.
One more time. Say the question, though.
In what movie did Aretha Franklin sing "Respect and Think"?
Is the name of the movie Respect and Think?
Close. All right. You guys ready for the answer?
It's Think and Respect, actually.
Did they just remake that movie?
It's called The Blues Brothers.
How was I close?
Is it really?
It's a joke, bro. You weren't close.
Oh, okay. You got me excited,
Just
dude.
trying to lead you on, bro.
Damn.
Ali, the only comedian who hates being lied to.
Blues Brothers?
No, I hate being lied to as well. That's why I like doing it so much. Impressions.
When was this film? 1985?
Blues Brothers? No, it's probably 80s. I don't know. I think that was Belushi and Aykroyd.
Yeah.
All right, that's an old school movie, dude. It would have been right around probably the same time as like Caddyshack and all those movies. Early to mid 80s.
Yeah, right there, a little bit before that, because they were the original.
Dude, I was born, but I was still a little baby. Like I wasn't watch Caddyshack.
If you're 41, you weren't born when SNL started, right? No, because they're 45 this year. So yeah, probably early 80s.
Yeah.
Because Aykroyd and Belushi were, season 3 and 4.
God, Ethan, I love how you tell time. I love your range of what you know exactly the information about. More people should be swiping right on your Bumble profile.
Oh, please, dude! I got one match today on all my swipes, and it was like, come on, man.
His favorite is Grindr, though.
Oh yeah.
That's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
You can get the best sandwiches on that app.
Yeah, it's where I met Chris.
I swiped right. Yeah.
Super like.
All right. Who played Happy in the movie Happy Gilmore in 96.
Ethan.
Go, Ethan.
Sandler.
Full name, please.
Adam Sandler.
Okay, correct. You win.
Okay.
All right. Dude, by the way, Adam Sandler, I had the misfortune of seeing Uncut Gems last night. I don't know if you guys saw the movie. I got done watching that movie, and I was so, like, my wife and I were pretty upset. Like, it was very, like, kind of wanted to just go, like, get a gun and, I mean, it was bad.
My anxiety was through the roof watching. I enjoyed it.
No, but see, that's the thing. We noticed halfway through the movie, we're like, this is not getting better for him. And the anxiety went up. And we were like, my wife and I were literally moving in our couch because we were just uncomfortable while watching this movie. And it's just not a happy movie, dude. I was like, okay, he's gonna come out at the end winning, and I'm not saying anything else beyond that. But my wife literally had to turn on. I think she watched Schitt's Creek after. She's like, I need something to laugh to,
Yeah.
I need something to cheer up. It was
he almost died making that movie.
Really?
Yeah, on the scene where he gets beat up in the beginning of the movie, he wanted it to be real, and he
spoiler alert.
But he almost went into a coma.
Really? I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Little trivia for you there.
How's Kevin Garnett in that movie?
He's good.
Yeah. Did his part. He was Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, it was a well-made movie. I just I need the uplifting part.
You should watch Waco. Side note, I just watched that today. It's really
good.
So good.
That's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite show, it went Rotten Tomatoes out of 64 original Netflix shows. It won. It's called Dark. That's my favorite show of all time.
Check it out. I just finished Dead to Me, which was unbelievable.
Dead to Me is that the one with Christina Applegate?
Christina Applegate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched second season yet. I watched season 1 with my wife, and she binged season 2, and I have it on my list. I haven't got to it.
The second season is
Kingdom.
It's intense.
It's good.
Okay, impressions. Who here does impressions? I know you do, Ethan. I know we have some audience members who love impressions. You want to impress us with your impressions?
Sure. I mean, let's see. Who am I? I've been working on a Ryan Reynolds, which isn't great right now, but I'll still do it because I do a lot of these characters as their characters. So I do Deadpool as more Ryan Reynolds, but he'll walk up and he'll go, "Hello there, everybody. How are you? It's me, Deadpool. Nice to see you." So that's a little Deadpool. I've been doing Robert Downey Jr. Okay, hi, how are you? I'm Robert Downey Jr. I just wanted to let everybody know here that I'm doing all right during this quarantine. It's very nice to see you, Robert Downey Jr. So those are some 2 that I've been working on right now. Thank you. They're getting there. They'll be ready next year.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it, dude.
Yeah.
The first time I saw you blew me away with your GPS, your Obama
Thank
GPS
you. Yeah, my
thing.
Obama is a GPS.
I was dying, dude.
Thank you.
How about you, Ollie? You do any impressions?
No, I don't, but I kind of have one that I kind of want to try now since we're doing it.
Let's hear it.
All right, it's a Stitch impression.
Oh,
you
nice.
watch Lilo and Stitch?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bomb right here, but let's do it. Ohana means family, and nobody gets left behind.
Dude, that's good.
Oh my God,
That was good?
That's really good, dude.
So good.
Wow, that is amazing.
And then the real professional.
That's really good.
No, that was solid,
solid.
Ollie. Oh, it was good,
Thanks,
dude.
dude. I've been practicing in the showers, dude.
Nice.
That's the best place to practice stuff. It's private, and you get the nice sound off your tile walls and stuff. How about you, Sam? You do any impressions?
I do not. I think the only real impression I ever really do is a hybrid of a Valley Girl and all of the Panhellenic sorority girls. I can do that, but I am not an impressionist.
You want to see my impression of Sam hating on Will Ferrell with bad internet? Oh my God, I hate Will Ferrell.
That's great.
He committed
I'm
to
really
the bit.
there.
Committed
that's
to the
awesome.
bit.
You know, the background is still going around.
Still moving.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Oh shit.
Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god, you totally nailed. Oh my god, seriously? Seriously. That was amazing, Chris. Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
I cannot do impressions whatsoever. I
That's
have
what-
mad respect for you guys.
I've been doing going off of like you freezing since I'm still in school, and whenever a teacher will ask me a question to something I don't know, I'll do that and I will freeze and I'll be like, that's a really interesting. That's why I do stand-up comedy.
That's awesome.
Did you hear there was a high school class that pranked their teacher, and all at the same time they changed their names to Connecting and turned off their
they went
video, and the
yeah.
teacher was just like freaking out, like
That's
did not
awesome.
understand what was going on.
There's some really funny ones, dude. There's like a trending thing of people like bombarding or crashing Zoom classrooms.
Right.
They're so funny, dude.
And then
Yeah,
there's a
those
lot
are
where the
good.
kids are just like, they all start dancing and blasting the music really loud, and then the
Yeah,
teachers are
silly
freaking
stuff.
out. Yeah.
People are having fun.
My favorite is the college classes, because a lot of times professors don't know all their students.
Right.
So like they don't realize that the kid's not actually in his class, and they're asking like the dumbest questions. It's funny. There's some funny ones, dude.
I gotta look that up, dude. There's
Yeah,
probably
look them up. You'll like them. Yeah.
a ton of them. All right, next
Not
trivia
sent
question.
one.
Next trivia question. How many different hairstyles did Reese Witherspoon sport in Legally Blonde?
Ethan,
Go for it, Ethan.
it's 4.
No.
Ali,
Go, Ollie.
it's 3.
No. It's much higher than both of your answers.
She sported 12.
No. Still way higher. So she sported 40 hairstyles.
No, that's a lie.
Dang.
That is-
a
Every
lie.
scene different?
40. There's not even 40 hairstyles.
What?
Well,
Yes, there are.
yeah, there are, dude. For a woman, I think there's way
There's
more.
not even 40
Yeah,
hairstyles.
dude. There's probably one's the left side, one's the right side. It probably counts as 2 different styles. Huh?
Dude, yeah,
That
no,
is
at
two
the
different styles.
at the
That is
barber
2 different
shop, it
styles?
has like the photos on the wall. There's like 18.
Yeah, that's right, dude. They do. You're right.
Yeah.
There's way more than 40.
There's... All right. Next trivia question. In Forgetting
What
Sarah...
about the second movie? How many did she have in the second movie?
I don't know.
Ah, Chris, you got to know the follow-up question answers too, dude.
He's the Alex Trebek. You don't ask Alex Trebek questions.
Yeah, no one asked.
Did the
Trebek.
second movie come out after 1985 or something?
The penis mightier than the sword, Trebek. All right, next trivia question. In Forgetting Sarah Marshall, British pop star Aldous Snow is shown singing about what?
Ethan,
Go for it, Ethan.
Reese Witherspoon's hairstyles.
So close, bro. No one? No one?
Love?
No.
That's
actually
a good answer.
That's actually a good answer, but no.
Just throw it up there.
So-
Yeah, why not, dude? It's a romantic comedy, no?
Anything, Sam?
Whatever. I'm just gonna troll myself. He was singing about Will Ferrell.
That's awesome.
Imagine.
Points. No, he was singing about global warming.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, he's singing. You guys have seen that, right? But he's singing about global warming, but everything is like love, and he's always like dry humping stuff while he's
Oh,
singing.
whoa. Did you say it was about love?
No, it was about global warming.
And then, but
I heard love
referring
afterwards.
to love.
No, I said, wait, what?
You said global warming is like a symbol of love in this case.
Well, he's always like. That's why
Let's
I
get
thought.
the
That's why I
playback on
thought your
that.
guess was really good,
So
because
it's a half point worthy.
half point worthy.
Look, dude,
Yeah,
I'm
but
losing,
it's
Chris.
hard
I
to
need every
write tally
point I can get
points,
at
half
this
points.
All right, there you go. I'm at 1.5. Just keeping track.
Okay, we'll put you down 1.5, bro.
Is the
was
last
like-
question worth
he was-
two?
he was
'Cause
the
I
best
need
character in
I
that
need
movie. Him
Is
and
the last
Paul
question
Rudd.
worth 2?
The last question, we'll say it's worth a couple points. Yeah, it's a hard question.
I'm gonna need that boost.
Cool. I hope all of us don't know it.
I do too. You guys might guess it though. I don't know. Okay.
I'm sorry, Chris.
That's okay. It's okay, brother. No apologies needed. All right, Sam, do you have a best dad joke?
I have a joke about my dad that is one of my favorites and his favorite. Okay, so kind of long. So my dad is the #1 cannabis expert in the country and #2 in the world. Yeah, and nobody ever believes me, and that's fine. But since Ethan and Ali, I can see that you guys are on your phones. That's great. A woman's talking. I'm sure this is news for you to pay attention.
I'm using my phone to do the Zoom conversation.
Yeah, I'm still talking. So go ahead and Google him. His name is Dr. David Behrman. Bear as an animal, man like the overpaid gender. And there we go. No, and how do we know that he's the #1 cannabis expert? Well, the #1 in the whole world said, this is the guy, this is the best one. And also his Google SEO is so high. So don't worry about Googling him too much, because my father Googles himself at least 5 times a day. He Googles himself so much that his doctor said if he does it anymore, he's going to go blind. Okay, well, I love that joke. And so does my dad. Every time he's in my audience, he wants me to tell it. But I do have a dad joke that I also love, and I tell the audience, I'm saying this for me, not for you. So my dad joke is, I have a business called Apollo Cheese, and it's artisanal cheeses with handwritten notes. So say, for example, you got into a fight with your loved one. Just give him one of these. Sorry, I'm such a monster.
Wow.
Or, Ethan, you just finished school. I'm sure you let your parents down. When you hand him your grades, give him one of these. I coulda done better. If anyone in the audience is unsatisfied with the quality of jokes they're getting, I'll send you all one of these. You deserve cheddar. Yeah, that is my most dad joke, and I love it. I do it for me. It's not.
Awesome. All right. Next trivia question. In 1978 this is another Animal House question. In the movie Animal House, who played Omega Pledge Chip Diller?
Haven't we established that we haven't watched that movie?
I hope so. But Ethan. It's on my list.
Ethan.
Go for it, Ethan.
Is it Aykroyd?
No. I don't think Aykroyd appeared in that movie.
Oh, shoot. No, I meant another name. Well,
I'll give Ethan my opportunity to answer.
Go for it, Ethan.
Is it Belushi?
No. No, actually, he was one. Actually, this guy played one of the bad antagonist characters, and it's Kevin Bacon.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Have you not really seen that movie?
It was my dad. When my dad was a pledge in his fraternity at UCLA, they made him go to that movie, and when they start doing their pledge song in the movie, he had to stand up and sing it with them. That's his one Animal House story.
That's awesome. That's really good. See, that's a safe way to haze your brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are probably threw popcorn at him. Shut up.
Yeah. I'm sure there were other things he had to do that we can't talk about on YouTube, but
I'm sure. How about you, Ethan? Any good dad jokes?
All right. So, kid comes home from school one day and he goes, "Dad, why can't my nose be 12 inches?" And the dad goes, "Because then it would be a foot."
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a dad joke.
Yep, right there.
That was so dumb.
That's so dumb. Exactly. Okay. What is Elle's major on Legally Blonde?
Oh, Samantha.
Go, Sam.
She's a fashion major.
Very good. I think most people would hear this and automatically jump to law because you went to law school at some point. You know what I mean? But no, she's a fashion merchandise, specifically. But yeah, good job. Alrighty. How about you, Ollie? Any good dad jokes?
I didn't. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Blue.
Blue who?
Who?
Why are you crying? It's just me.
Wow.
It's
That's
lame,
why I'm
dude.
crying.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to
I read
follow
that joke
Ethan's
back in
joke, dude? That joke's
1972.
And that's more of a knock-knock joke, not a dad joke. You know?
Knock
I think-
jokes don't count as dad jokes?
No, a dad joke is like something that is something you tell your kid that
The
is
more-
just completely dumb, but it's
Like-
yeah.
Like, does your
My dad
nose
didn't speak much English, so all his dad jokes are in a different language.
like? Here's another dad joke. Does your nose run and your feet smell? Then you're built backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. My one of my favorite dad jokes is why does a cow have two legs? Or
Why?
what do you call, I'm sorry, not why, but what do you call a cow with two legs?
Oh, is it Eileen?
Lean beef.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, or a cow with no legs, ground beef.
Bulldozer. Oh.
Have you ever heard the robot lie detector joke?
What?
No? All right. So it's a little long if you don't mind me saying it.
Go
but
for it, Ethan.
okay. So a man buys this lie detecting robot that slaps people who like lie, right? And he takes it home one day when he comes home from work. He asks his son, he goes, "Son, did you go to school today?" The son replies, "Yes," and the robot slaps him. Right? The son says, "All right, fine, I went to the movies." The father asks, "What did you see?" And the son replies, "Toy Story 3," and the robot slaps the kid. The dad goes, "All right, what did you see?" And the kid goes, "All right, fine. It was Anal Gangbang 3. Right? His father snorts and says, "When I was your age, we didn't know what porn was." The robot then slaps the father. Right? And then the mother goes, "See, he is your son." And the robot slaps the mother.
What the?
That's a great dad joke.
Right?
Wow, dude.
That was told to me by his name was Saul Turtletub, and he was one of the creators of Sanford and Sons.
That's
And he
awesome,
told
dude.
me that like 5 years ago.
Wow, he's telling some little kid a joke. Wow, that's awesome. All right, did Ollie leave?
Oh, I think
You have
he
to
cut
take his
out.
poop.
He finally had to go poop. All right, so we're almost. Where's he at? I have to make sure he needs
He
to get
saw
back in.
that he
Oh,
was
there he
like
is.
in third place and he just couldn't.
Right. He was like, "I'm going to leave before I can lose."
Oh, we're just talking trash about you, Ollie.
How was your poop, Ollie?
Are you there, bro?
Like,
Sanford and
Turn on your sound.
that like 5 years ago.
Wow, telling some little kid a joke.
Oh, it sounds like I can
Ooh.
hear the live stream still.
Yeah, we
but-
can hear the live stream. If you got the live stream on, turn it off. I don't know which one. Is that you, Ollie?
Is it gone now?
No, there
Yeah.
it is. We're
Yeah,
back.
yeah, that's better. All right. All right. So real quick, we're gonna do a few more questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up and share all your information. But real quick, a little speed round here. Where does the grown-up Josh rent a room in the movie Big?
Like the city or the place?
yeah,
Yeah, like
Samantha.
where's the city? Sam,
New York,
more specifically?
New York City.
No. You might get mad at this, but this is a specific answer. But you're close, Sam.
Okay.
Go, Ollie.
Ollie,
Brooklyn, New York.
No, that's on the other side of the water. How
Uh,
about
I guess.
Is it Queens?
no? All right, now you guys can decide if you want to give it to Sam, but the answer is Manhattan.
I'll definitely give that to Sam, dude.
All right.
yeah. Thank
Manhattan is a very specific area
That's-
code.
That's true. That is
Yeah,
very specific.
one of the
but, like,
boroughs.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah,
where that's where the Central Park is, right?
yes, Manhattan is like right just south of Central Park.
So that counts.
And I'm sure people in New York are going to sit there and be like, well, specifically, it's going
Right.
from Broadway over to, yeah, whatever. Anyways, next question. In 2007's Evan Almighty, how many of each animal does Evan need? Ollie,
2.
2. Correct. Now you have 2.5 correct answers. All right. Next question. What hotel was used in Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Ethan,
Go for it, Ethan.
is it the Beverly Hills Hotel?
No.
Ollie,
Go for it, Ollie.
Roosevelt Hotel.
Correct.
Woo!
Nice job, dude. Okay, in the movie Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, whose picture does Ace's dog sit on?
Samantha?
Go, Sam.
The Finkel and the guy who he's looking for, who is a transgender woman.
You said Finkel. I'll give that to you. It's Ray.
Ray
Okay.
It's Ray Finkel.
Slash
Finkel.
Einhorn.
Einhorn, yeah. Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
And then he brushes his teeth.
Oh, that's a funny movie. In which city is Gina's shop located in the movie Beauty Shop?
What city?
Yeah, what city is Gina's shop located in the movie Beauty Shop?
Is Beauty Shop like the female version of Barber Shop?
That's what I'm thinking.
It absolutely is, yes.
Samantha?
Go, Sam.
Brooklyn?
No.
Ethan.
Go for it, Ethan.
Is it Harlem?
No. Ollie?
Can I say Manhattan?
No. Okay, so all three of you guys said New York, basically. This is
Definitely
Atlanta.
LA. Oh.
Definitely Atlanta.
Oh, we're close.
Damn it.
You got the East Coast right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, final question, guys. We'll make this one worth 2 points. What is the highest grossing comedy of all time?
Comedy movie or special? What's
Comedy movie.
Comedy movie.
Are we playing with inflation on money, or is it just what it was at the box office?
Box office gross.
Okay, so it's going to be a newer movie.
Yep. That's a good question, though, because when people talk about the highest grossing movies, you can really start looking at, like, I think, like Sound of Music and those old ones because of with inflation.
Right. Okay. Oh, what is it called? Okay. All right. I'm going to take a guess here. Is it Trainwrecked?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's
That's
gonna
a
be
good
like
guess, though.
it's
I don't
gonna be
even
a
think that's
kids
top
movie,
10.
dude. It's gonna be a kids movie for sure.
It is a kid's movie. There's your hint.
Oh.
Um,
I was thinking like comedy, not kids movie comedy.
Comedy, bro. And it's still following comedy genre.
Yeah, Ethan, you barely left the kids movie genre, okay?
I know,
Like-
dude. This would be,
hey, what was popular last year?
what was
What
what?
was kids watching?
Ethan, this is your wheelhouse.
Yeah. All right.
Any sequels? When was Finding Dory? When did Finding Dory come out?
That's not a comedy.
Okay.
But it counts.
So the answer we're looking for is Incredibles 2.
Ugh.
Wait, that's comedy?
That's not a
That's
comedy.
why I said
Yes,
Finding Dory, guys.
It is absolutely a comedy, brother.
I did not laugh in that movie.
Yeah, so it's Incredibles
No.
2, and it
Disagree.
grossed almost 1.3 billion, 1.2 billion.
I was thinking maybe Despicable Me. Those were pretty
Despicable
popular.
Me is actually in the top 10 for
Yeah,
the comedy
I bet-
genre. If
That's
you want
funny.
to, so the highest grossing, you guys want to take a crack at the highest grossing live action comedy?
Hangover.
Ooh.
No, Hangover is a good one, but no.
Oh, it's
Beverly
definitely
Hills Cop.
it's definitely like the second Hangover.
No, those movies are in the top 10 for live action, but no.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
I think we talked about this character at some point tonight.
Is it a Will Ferrell movie?
God.
It might be, dude.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So then
Okay,
it might be
good.
Jim
All right.
Carrey.
Oh, or is it an Adam Sandler movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No.
No. Is
Wow.
it Jim Carrey?
So this
Gilmore.
is-
It's not,
So this one's gonna end up
my
going to
boy.
the house too, man. So just so you know, this movie
Another
grossed
kid's movie.
785 million, and
another kid's movie.
Oh.
and it's also a sequel to an original movie.
Is it a Kevin
Sounds
Hart
like-
movie?
Oh,
is it Jumanji?
That's good.
That's not a comedy.
that is a comedy.
The first one was hilarious.
It's a comedy and action. I mean, comedy and action. So, comedy.
Okay, what is it?
animation. The answer we're looking for is Deadpool 2.
Oh,
Oh.
785 million, It's ranked
I just
out of
watched
the
that the other night.
out of the top 10. It's live action. It's top live action, and it's ranked 8th out of the top 10. So the top 7 are all animated films.
Wow. Huh.
I think Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2 were both in there. What is this one? This one's Incredibles 2. I think Incredibles 1, and then Toy Story 1 and 2. I think were up there.
Oh yeah, Toy Story 3.
Yeah, the Toy Stories did really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all three, the 3 of them, like all won Academy Awards for Best Animated too. I mean, it's pretty good for Pixar. They really dropped the ball on their last one, the Onward movie.
Oh, I didn't see it. It wasn't good.
Don't waste your time, dude. It's seriously like it was hard to watch. Like it just like because your expectations are so high for Pixar, and the story was lacking. It wasn't funny. Like it was weak. It was really weak.
It felt like they under promoted it.
Well,
yeah,
sure, under promoted, but yeah, just because you go to but just because you go there to the movie theater and it's packed house doesn't mean it's gonna be good. It was weak, dude.
So they were basically the mediocre comic who's famous and has lots of money. That's what Onward was.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think that was probably one of their first flops that they've had. Like what would be considered a flop, I guess. Anyways, guys, just real quick, just a reminder for anyone out there, I am hosting a June joke contest. If you guys haven't heard about it, you submit one joke, and it's your opportunity to win $50. It has to be your joke, but we're running that through June. The winner is going to be announced probably the second week of July here on Kidder's Comedy Corner. So make sure you jump on that. It's in my latest uploaded movie, whatever. You can see that with all the rules and everything. Real quick, I want to start with ladies first. Sam, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok, Sam Barra Comedy. That's just the handle straight across. Or you can find me online on my own website, www.samanthabehrman.com.
Awesome. Sam, how are you liking TikTok?
Well, man, I'm on it. I love it. It's like the best algorithm ever. It knows things about you that, I mean, no other system has figured out. I'm just like, almost everything that's on my For You page, I'm like, this is for me. Thank you. But when it first came out, I will still stand by, like when the ads were for it, I did believe it was 100% cringy. And I think it's just kind of evolved. But I do think when it started, it was just like cringe.
Yeah. No, it's evolving very quickly, and they had to. But no, it's a fun app. I've been on there. I was on there for about 2 years before it blew up here in the U.S. I've been on there for quite a long time, actually. How about you, Ollie? Where can people find you on social media?
Prince Ollie Comedy on Instagram. That's probably the best bet. I mean, I have a TikTok. I haven't really pushed on it as much as I should. It's a great platform. It's organic algorithms. So that part is really cool. It gives a lot of people cool opportunities. Like one of my friends was just combing his daughter's hair and got 19 million views.
Nice, dude.
So, yeah, it's definitely a great platform. I'm gonna get into it a little bit more. But can I plug something?
Yeah, this is your time to shine, brother.
Okay, cool. I got a show this Saturday. Another virtual Zoom show. It's a lot of fun. If you guys are interested, you can find the link for tickets in my bio on Instagram. It's only $5. I have Jamie Kennedy, Eric Schwartz, Sandy Danto, Rumon, Gerald Houston. So it's a real fun lineup. It's gonna be a great show.
That's solid, man.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. I saw right before quarantine.
You guys on it too.
Right before quarantine.
All right, you hear. You can book me, Ollie.
Yeah. Right before quarantine, I went and saw Joe Coy, and Eric Schwartz opened up for him, dude.
Yeah, dude, Eric Schwartz.
He was on tour with him.
God, man, he's hilarious.
He's
hilarious.
Yeah, amazing.
And what I love about that is Joe Coy is really big about his openers. He wants them to be really strong. Like he doesn't want a softball before he goes up. Like he wants the party started before he headlines the show.
Yeah. He's not afraid of someone coming out there and just
exactly. And Eric Schwartz is the guy, dude. He's strong. You know, he's funny.
Yeah, and he's really personal. I've reached out to him after I saw him on that show and started talking to him about doing stand-up, and he's really personable and someone you can really reach out to and talk to.
Really nice guy. James, all the guys on that show are really nice. James Kennedy's really nice too.
I haven't met him yet. Yeah.
Good guy.
Really nice guy. It was his birthday the other day, so.
Yeah, and his special came out.
Yeah, he just dropped a new special.
Yeah.
Did that on Netflix?
No, it's on Tubi, right?
Yeah, it's Tubi. It's free on Tubi.
And then it'll be on YouTube in a few weeks, I think, is what it is.
Cool. I'll have to check that out.
He filmed it at the Rec Room in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
How about you, Ethan? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the real Ethan Howard. Instagram, I'm kind of just there promoting dates and things like that. But TikTok, I'm posting 3 to 5 videos a day, pushing content. It's stand-up impressions. I'm hopping on trends. I'm working with Addison Ray, and I are going to push something out, who is one of the biggest TikTokers. Yeah, just go follow me there. It's honest. It's fun content. It's just me being silly. And that's where I'm kind of expressing my comedy right now and my just personality. So hit me up on those. Feel free to reach out to me. I talk to all my people that follow me and stuff like that. So yeah, reach out.
Sweetness, dude. Yeah, you can find me on TikTok too at such.a.kidder. I've been on there for a few years, and I've.
Hey, you're collab with Addison, Ethan?
Yeah, she's my neighbor, so I'm reaching out to her, and we're linking up, I think, in the next few weeks to work on something. She's starting a podcast right now, so she's busy. But after that, we're gonna link up and work on some stuff together.
That's dope, bro. Good luck.
Yeah, she needs some comedy in there, and I'm gonna help write some stuff with her and figure it out. Yeah.
Awesome, brother. Hey, real quick, I just want to tally up the score for all you guys out there. Hopefully, you did really well with the questions. I know some of them were pretty difficult, but anyways, I would like to say in last place is Ethan Howard.
Okay.
You did really good, brother, but you got 3 correct answers tonight.
All right. Respectable.
Yeah, respectable, because I think the house kind of won tonight. There was a lot of questions that went unanswered. But no, you did good, dude. You got 3 correct. And Ollie beat you by a half a point because he got 3.5.
Wow.
That's the reason why that matters, dude.
That's some bullshit. Wow.
I answered 2 questions though, right at the end.
Yeah,
so,
you did. And
I didn't think that'd actually make a difference.
Our winner, it did, dude. And our winner of the week is Sam Bear with 5 correct answers.
Nice.
So good job, Sam.
Thank you.
Ladies own the house this week.
Ironically, Ethan and I got 75% of Sam's score.
Oh, yeah. We still wouldn't have beat her if we teamed up.
No.
True. All right, everyone. So thank you so much. So that is it for tonight, Kidder's Comedy Corner. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, share our videos, share our live feeds. We're here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Make sure you go and give all the comedians, my guests, some love on their Instagram, their TikToks, all their YouTubes, all that stuff. Show them some love. And guys, we will see you here next week. Make sure you keep creating, keep smiling, and for God's sake, keep laughing. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night.
Great job, Chris.
All right.
Thank you, Chris. Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Later.